So. What round of the tournament is this, semi?
Not sure. Do you have anything on that?
What? Alright,
I'm not fully sure. Do you have a bracket?
not.
I do not. I mean, they've played a couple games. Wait, let me ask Brian.
Oh, we know that. We know that. On 12. On 12.
Nobody responds.
All right.
For just joining us, welcome to the broadcast here. Coppell Cowboys in this tournament, taking on the Greenhill Hornets. Big time game here in this tournament. I'm with my partner Mahir Gupta, and we're ready to get going.
Ready.
Ready to get going.
Yep. You know, today is I believe, day 2 or day 3 here of the Coppell Winter Classic. Cowboys walk in for today. Coppell took 2 wins and currently undefeated for the day. Took a win against Bishop Lynch, 94-86 in overtime here at the big gym in CHS. They opened the Winter Classic with a high scoring, and so that was great to see. Offensively, their depth, they're creating great opportunities. Just kind of swifting through, and they were responding to the late runs that they had with Bishop greatly, and they were able to push through that. Executed pretty cleanly here in overtime as well. You don't really see a lot of 8-point ups in overtime. But game 2 we see here that was played at the CHS Arena today against Birdville, with Coppell winning that one as well, 73-61.
Yeah, the guys on the team are really excited about that one. Birdville came into this game, according to Max Preps, the number 12 team in the state of Texas. So, I mean, they were really excited. I talked to some of my guys at lunch about it, some of the guys on the team like Richard Wu, Colin, guys like that, and they were really excited about that win because, again, it was against a highly ranked opponent in the state. And so,
yeah, absolutely, man. We saw this week on Tuesday they took on Frisco Memorial.
Yeah.
And they're the number 2 in the state for 5A.
Yeah.
And that's just a greatly ranked team. What was that? It was only what? It was within a 10-point game, I believe.
It was a close game. They definitely battled back in that one.
Yeah, and you're putting it higher ranking teams, and I definitely think they can follow through with their big aspirations, dreams for this year to be that break for that losing streak of not making it to the playoffs.
Oh,
I definitely think it's very possible this year. Coming in with this next upcoming in 2026, starting with their district games, starting out Hebron, Flower Mound, Marcus, Braswell, Little Elm, Louisville. All of them, Denton Geyer as well. It's great to see that all of these matches that are coming up, soon are kind of, they're showing off that, hey, like, we got this,
There's a lot of optimism with this team. The guys are confident. Again, you beat a team like Birdville. You're putting up a strong performance in this tournament. They just keep stacking wins, going into district play. Coming up soon where they'll play Little Elm to start district play on December 19th, which is pretty soon.
That's next Friday, I believe.
Yeah, so, I mean, they're ready to go, though. They've been looking good. They've been playing some good basketball, and here we go.
Yep.
Starting 5 for this game. Colin Griffith, Malachi Jackson, Trey Watson, Zay Fleming, and Trey Watson. Did I say Trey Watson?
Trey Watson trades.
Yeah,
Cebu
Sox.
Yeah.
Cebu Sox in there.
Yep. And for what looks like the Greenhill Hornets, we have number 4, Mason Finley. Their center, I cannot see the number 5, Zamarin Smith, who is 6'10".
Yep.
You got a man like that, tip-off is just as easy as that.
And here we go, opening up this game. Passing it around here. It's Smith over to the corner, a 3-ball from 2. Shot is no good, ball on the ground. Rebounded by Watson, who lobs it ahead to Jackson in transition. Malachi Jackson out to Colin Griffith. Griffith to Watson, takes it left side, spins. Pass to Jackson, who takes it baseline. Griffith, open three. Bang! What a start to the game for Colin Griffith. Knocks down the first three of the day.
What a strong first shot of the game here, or first shot for Coppell here, sorry. That's just a strong output here from Colin Griffith.
Got to win the paint today. That's one of the keys to this game, and continue to play strong defense. Getting those outside shots to fall doesn't hurt either, though. Here we go. Passes over to Trey Davis. And Davis will drive inside. Mid-range shot, no good. Smith knocked it out of bounds, though. He's got the big height advantage inside against Colin Griffith, but he does a really nice job there. Colin was able to box him out, forced him to knock it out. No easy rebounds. So here's Trey Watson driving left side. Defended by Finley. Watson spinning. Good defense there. Gets it to Fleming. Fleming to Watson. Drives baseline. Kick inside. Jackson high. Shot no good. Ball is deflected up in the air. And rebounded by Finley, who gets it to his point guard. We'll find out who number 2 is eventually. Dump it down inside to Smith, and he gets the layup to fall.
Yeah, 100% Cameron Smith. 6'10", danger in the paint.
Griffith goes back and gets blocked there by Smith, and they call it out of bounds on the Cowboys. So it'll be Greenhill ball.
It'll be Trey Davis to inbound. And, we see a guy like here, Cameron Smith, 6'10". He's a guy that can definitely go up against, what are we looking at here?
Offensive foul.
Offensive personal foul here on Cameron Smith against Colin Griffith, If I do believe so. How tall is Colin Griffith? 6?
Probably like 6'4" or so, something like that. He's tall, but he's not that tall.
Yeah, being 6'10", that's like he's towering over a man like Colin Griffith. That can put a little fright. But, hey, we saw this first thing, Colin Griffith with that first shot putting up the Cowboys up. Even in these first couple minutes, he showed that, hey, he's not afraid of this guy who's towering over people like him.
Sox with the air ball, and Fleming tried to save it. Colin's listed at 6'7" on the Cowboys roster on MaxPress, and on his Twitter, let's see what he's at. As the drive inside the floater, and that foul is going to be called a blocking foul on Cebu Sox there. We'll see what he's listed at on his Twitter, what he lists himself at.
And we're looking at this foul on Cebu Sox. Taking the shots from the line is junior guard Trey Davis, who's 6'2".
Yep. See what Trey Davis can do here. Yeah, Colin actually, okay, maybe I'm wrong. He's listed at 6'7" on his Twitter as well, so I guess he is 6'7", so he's only a few inches shorter than him.
Yeah, 3 inches, that can make the difference.
It's a good height advantage for sure for them, but either way, I mean, it's not as bad as I thought. So Davis trying to go 2 for 2 from the line. The second shot is no good. Tipped up in the air, rebounded by Sox. He'll push it up in transition. Sox, corner, Watson, quick trigger, bang! Trey Watson for 3.
Trey Watson raining down the second 3 for the Cowboys, putting up their lead at 6-3 with 5.5 left in this first quarter.
Watson's been playing a lot better lately. Smith inside, missed the shot. Griffith pulls down the rebound, and Watson will get it. Taking up ahead goes Trey Watson. Out to Sox. Cebu Sox spins, looking for Watson, and he'll go up top. Griffith to the corner. Fleming, long 3. Short there, and long rebound comes out to Davis. He's pushing it in transition. He puts up a floater. It's short, no good. Rebounded by Cebu Sox, and Fleming bounce pass to Watson. Watson, spin, corner, Griffith 3. Got it to go!
That's just another instance you see here. Colin Griffith, with Smith up against him. That big difference in height. He's like, man, I'm not scared of you. He can take the shots. He has no pressure making these threes. That's a second 3 and second scoring of the night.
Cowboys are hot from 3 early on in this game. Davis has it up top. Watson, the on-ball defense. Pass over to 2. He drives. Mid-range shot. It is no good. Ball deflected up and rebounded by Danny Agbor. Agbor's got it. He hasn't handled the rock much early on. It's Davis working against Sox. Again, the Cowboys' perimeter defense, one of their strengths. And 2's got it here. Kicks to the corner. Agbor the 3, and it is good. So Hornets able to knock that 3 down. Here's Sox. Wide open layup after the move. And Sox with the easy finish.
Sox able to, like we saw before, you know, in these first games early in the Cop Warner Classic, you know, like I said before, they're whipping through, they're slipping and sliding through this defense. You know, Super Sox is just the imperfect title just for that. You know, moving around, he's able to get around these guys who are multiple of which are over 6 foot, and that's just the moving you want to see. You know, that's all you are. That's a disadvantage for you moving. You may not be able to move as fast, and Super Sox can take that and turn it against them and just withers through them and to get that to get those strong finishes into those layups to put the Cowboys up by 5 with just with 4 minutes left.
Yeah, he's been doing well in the paint here. That was a really nice move right there. Good finish inside. I think it was a little Euro inside. And then he got a wide open layup. Defense, there was no paint presence there after that. So Cowboys off to a strong start. Efficient on offense early on. Again, 11 points. 3 3-pointers have already gone in. I mean, that's a strong start. I think they're like 3 for 4 from 3 already in this game or something like that. They're shooting good percentage.
I do believe so, you know. Sorry about that. Yeah, you know, that 3 to 4 start. You know, threes in this world where you're seeing, like I said before, with these multiple guys over, you know, 6'1", 6'2", with one of them being all the way up to 6'10". You know, threes are not an easy task, especially around the corners, like you've seen for both Collins and Griffith. Sox, you know, threes are definitely some of their strong suits, and that's just one thing that they can have that upper hand on.
Cowboys keep the same 5 on the floor here. And it's Finley driving right. Now he's going to dribble with the left, cross back, pass up top to 2. He's dribbling the basketball, being defended by Fleming. It's 2 versus 2 here. He's going to square up. He's looking to attack, kicks out to Finley. There's been a long Greenhill possession here, and nothing really happening. They hadn't even really gone inside the 3-point arc. Trying to run a play here. Smith coming up to set a screen for 2. And here we go. We'll see if he finally gets something going. He gets inside. Corner kick. Open 3 for Agbor. And he knocks it down.
Yeah, you know, after seeing this, we've seen Agbor, sink 2 at this point?
2 already.
I think definitely, you know, Coach Murphy's taking that writing down, you know. Danny Agbor, you know, focus on this guy. You know, this guy is showing that he's worthy outside these corner 3 lines.
Griffith has it right here. Pass to Watson. Watson drive, lefty layup, no good. And Jackson went up for that putback, and he's fouled. So Watson tried to go right side drive up with the left.
It looks like it is a foul on.
It's going to be Jackson for 2 shots here. So I believe that's Smith with his second foul as Jackson knocks down that free throw. And it is Smith who's coming out of the game early on. So a key point early on in this game for the Cowboys. They got the big 6'10" guy out of there early in foul trouble. Nene checks into this one. Bass Pena also looking like he's about to check in as Jackson sinks both. And Pena will come in. Pena will come in for Jackson, who knocks down the free throws. So Cowboys up 4. A couple new faces in the game here, and we'll see how they do. Again, both these guys can shoot the basketball and play defense. Cowboys have a lot of shooters on this team. Number 2 drives inside here. Does he go up with it? Yes, he does, and he finishes. Do we get a name here?
Trey Davis.
That's Trey Davis. 2 is Trey Davis.
I thought number 1 was Trey Davis.
I guess 2 is Trey Davis. Colin Griffith goes up right hand. No good. Ball deflected out and rebounded by Eli Sims. So here's Davis with it. He gets inside, kicks it out of bounds, and it'll stay with Greenhill. I guess it went off a Cowboy.
Yeah, you know, I see there's 2 guys right here. Both equally look to their side and watch the ball magically leave the court. They're like, what? What's going on, man? And it just goes right out of the bounds, almost sliding Coppell to the ball. But after we look back, Coppell actually did touch it, and they realized that they didn't. So that was actually smart. Maybe they look stupid, but that was smart.
Finley has it here. He'll drive right. Davis has it. He's been handling the ball a lot early on today. Davis dribbles left. Working on Fleming. It's a tough matchup there. He steps it back. 3-point shot is short. Good boxing out there from the Cowboys, and Pena gets the rebound. And Pena looking to push this one up in transition. Sox is cutting there. Pena drives up inside. Contact finish, and he's fouled going up. He'll go for 2 shots here.
Pena fouled up. On number 4, Mason Finley. 6'1", number 2 from the line is Sebastian Pena. I believe we have seen Sebastian Pena before have repeated success here.
He's a good shooter. Here's the shot. It's short. First free throw short. Yeah, Bass is more. He's a good shooter, very reliable shooter kind of guy. Plays hard defense. As here comes Crawford O'Connor into the game. So O'Connor and Watson check in. So it's Watson, Anene, Pena, O'Connor, and Griffith in this game for the Cowboys with 1:36 to go. Pena's second free throw is good. It's a 14-11 game in this first quarter. Here comes Davis taking this one up the floor. Here we go. Davis to the right side, steps it back, now passes it out to one. And he's got it here, working on Pena. Behind the back, inside, and nice move. Floater, good touch, it's good.
Spins in the rim, you know. That just gets you anxious. Like, I mean, there's a line that on the basketball you can kind of see, oh, it's going in, but like, even if it is, but you're rimming out. Oh, it's stolen.
Davis takes it in transition and slams it home. The defense to offense there from Davis with a nice interception.
Ooh, like I was saying before, rimming the ball in, that's some of the most anxious moments you can have here on the basketball court. And it does look like it is going to be Coppell's ball.
Yeah, Finley nearly stole that and took it the other way, but he was not able to control it. So the Cowboys will inbound from the sideline. It's O'Connor to inbound, back to Watson under 50 seconds. So the Hornets on a little run. They've taken the lead. Griffith over to Anene. Anene jab inside, blocked up top, and Greenhill's off to the races. It's a 2-on-1, nice pass, and Finley makes the layup with the left hand.
Amazing layup coming here.
That was beautiful. Watson inside, pass to O'Connor. Pena thought about the three. It's going to be a travel.
Ooh, travel. You know, those just one things you're completely unaware of half the time. It's like, it's a simple rule, but like, hey, maybe it might leave your mind, and you might not be aware of it.
Yeah, your mind thinks too quick. Your body goes quicker than your mind. You forget to put the dribble down. Second of the game, we got Carter Zingelman and Levi Owira.
Carter Zingelman pulling up for his, I believe, his third time here at home. First tournament as well, ever since football season has ended due to a loss against North Crowley.
Here we go. Davis kicks to the corner. Mid-range jump shot, short there.
5 seconds left here in the first quarter. Trey Watson.
Watson up, puts it up, and it's short.
Carter Zingelman jumping in just to see if you can get that through, but it just wasn't enough. But it does look like Greenhill Hornets will be up 3 at the end of this first quarter. 1 minute left to get back into this next.
Yeah, 17-14 going into the second. Not a bad quarter. They had a good run there to end it. Cowboys are doing solid again. They've shot well a lot of the game. They made some threes. I think they just need to play some better defense and not turn the ball over. I think that's the main thing.
Yeah, you know, we saw that steal from Trey Davis straight into a dunk. And so no one on that side of the court is like, you know, kind of get your awareness up. We've seen that a couple of times here. But I think a Coppell can hold it out strong and keep their undefeated for today.
Yeah, it's been a really good tournament for them. They're really looking strong going into postseason, or not to district play. They're getting better every single game, it seems. And Greenhill's a good team. They're coming this game with 9-5. I'm not sure how they've done. Their results for the tournament aren't listed, but I'm assuming they've done pretty well so far to be playing Coppell on the day 2 of the tournament. So.
Yep, absolutely. If we do look here, it does appear that Greenville has won a couple of games previously. They recently just, I did want to know, at last week that they won a game 87-0, according to Max Preps. I didn't even know that was possible in varsity boys basketball. Like, you don't even see that in girls basketball.
Sometimes the shots just aren't falling for the other team, I guess.
Yep.
So it'll be Jackson to inbound to start this quarter. It's Jackson, Watson, Sox, Griffith, and Fleming. The 5 out there. Watson to Fleming. Fleming to Griffith. Griffith to Watson. Watson out, Jackson, open 3. Oh, that one's no good off the backboard. Here comes Davis to push this one in transition. He slows it down now. He'll look around. And he's just holding this one up top. Trying to get his guys the ball. Sims with it. Eli Sims up top. And they pass to Finley. Sims, corner three. No good. Rebounded by Watson. No one there in the paint. Again, Cowboys doing a good job rebounding. Fleming gets it in the corner. They pushed it up. And Fleming to Jackson. Drives inside. No good. Fleming gets the rebound. Sox sizes up. Goes inside. Puts it up. And he's fouled.
Ooh.
2 shots set the line for Cebu Sox coming up.
Cebu Sox also strong here at the line. Be nice to see.
Here we go, Cebu Sox for 2. You got the first one to go. Again, free throws are key. Got to knock them down. Sox kind of struggled from the line the other day, but looks like he worked on it, and hopefully he can go 2 for 2 here. And he could not. Misses that one right there. So here comes Davis up the floor. Cowboys trail 17-15, a minute into the second quarter. Davis with the basketball. And he's still holding it. Passes to the corner. Drive baseline. Sims at the free throw line. Ball on the ground. He gets it, though. Out to Davis. Looking to drive. Cut off by Fleming. Finley back out to Davis. Davis starting to dribble. Goes right side. Pump fakes on Fleming up top. And another drive inside. Kick to the corner. The three for Finley. It's good.
Yeah, you know, Greenhill definitely coming in here strong in the second quarter. And, you know, Coppell kind of got to put it together now, you know. You see Malachi Jackson here, you know, taking some shots. Fleming is also taking the shots. Not so lucky. Fleming, as we speak.
Missed that one.
Again, you know, Fleming is definitely off just a little bit, but you can't blame him, you know. Whole day you're playing tournaments, you're bound to get a little bit sore, a little bit washed here. But it's definitely not something that Coppell can't handle. You know, and so I think that pushing through this moment is definitely going to be a strength. You know, we saw Colin Griffith sinking threes and Trey Watson pushing through the defense like it was nothing.
Here we go. They had the basketball. Finley, drive right, spin inside, mid-range jump shot, no good. Griffith rips down the rebound. He's going up to Trey Watson, who's pushing it in transition. Lefty layup. Oh, it just rims out. And rebounded by Greenhill. They're taking this one in transition. Agboard to Finley. Finley, Sims, 3-ball. Short and rebounded by Fleming. He's going to lob this one down the court to Watson. Trey starts to slow it down, kicks it out to Fleming. Drive inside, trying to make the contact finish. Reverse layup, he missed it. And it goes out of bounds, and it'll go to Greenhill.
It looks like Jaden Bibbs here in the stands caught it. Getting it back to the ref.
Nice.
Jaden Bibbs, a very performative football player here on Coppell football. Alongside with what I believe to be Tyrell Roberson.
So Levi O'Reara checks into the game as well as Okai Oshinibo. And here we go. Davis will take this one up the floor. 5 minutes to go in this second quarter. Cowboys trailing by 5. Davis, corner, Sims, jab to the left. He'll drive, looking for the mid-range. Out to Finley. Finley swings to the corner. Agbor, who's hit a couple threes, gets it to Davis. Davis inside, floater, and he puts it in.
Davis, you know, soaring like a bird, just kind of get it in there.
Timeout by Coach Murphy and the Cowboys as they're now down 7 with under 5 to play in this second quarter. So
yeah, you know, the under 7 here early on isn't such a great start, especially if you've sunk like multiple threes here at the beginning. But we also saw that last week. Had that turn out, that kept going up and up and up and up. The gap kept closing. And although Coppell did lose, I do believe that Coppell can pull through. If they're locked enough, you know, he's like, here's what we got to do. You stick to this. You got to make this. You got to go to this. You got to get around these people. And, taking note of these people, Colin Griffith definitely focusing here on Cameron Smith. And, the usual is coming together. Cebu Sox coming in with Trey Davis and Mason Finley, who have repeatedly shot multiple times and, sunk multiple buckets. And I think that focusing on one player and swapping around, just that movement is such a great focus that can definitely push them through at this game.
Watson to take this one up the floor, and he dumps it down to Fleming. Fleming inside to Sox. Sox inside, goes up, contact, finish, he gets it to go. Great shot there by Cebu Sox.
Yeah, like I said before, Super Sox up on Trey Davis doing that, but now we see that on Isaiah Fleming.
Davis inside, going up for the floater. That's a contact shot, and it's no good, but a foul. So here we go. We got the
hold. Trey Davis taking 2 from the line.
So based on what I'm seeing here with the bracket, it appears this is the quarterfinal game, the Cowboys and the Hornets, and then St. Mark's and JP2 will play in the other semifinal or the other quarterfinal matchup. And then, I'm dumb. This is the semifinals. This is the semifinal, so Cowboys and Hornets, and then it'll be JP2 and St. Mark's. Winner of each of those games goes to the championship. And St. Mark's has a big-time 5-star recruit, Dawson Batty, so it'll be interesting to see how that all works out if they end up playing against St. Mark's, if the Cowboys can win this game. Here comes Levi Owira taking this one up the floor. Owira out to Watson. But yes, this is the semifinal matchup of this tournament. Anene drives and out of bounds. Cowboys turn it over again.
He looks like Owira kind of lost control of the ball there, you know? Yeah, he's grabbing, he's looking at it, and it slips out of his hands. You know, not the great. Inbounding here, getting the ball now is Trey Davis. Still wondering who number 1 is.
Yeah, for sure. Davis inside, out to Sims. Sims, corner, Agbor. Does he got his 3rd of the night? No good. Rebounded by Anene. He'll push it up in transition. Jacob Anene to the basket, off the glass, puts it in.
Jacob Anene showing, you know, his great skill on both the court and on the field, you know, even though he's left the field. But the court, you know, he can prove that he's great at this sport. He's great at what he can do.
Agbor, another 3. That one's good. Agbor is shooting very well today. I think that's his 3rd 3 of the day. He's been a tough mismatch for the Cowboys today on the outside the arc, as we have another travel called on Zay Fleming. And Bass Pena will check into the game here for Trey Watson.
Yeah, you know, like I said before, I mean, I think we're seeing this a little bit more. Travel, like I said, travel's just one of the things you kind of slips your mind. So
yeah, you're moving so fast, and that's just how it goes. Here we go. Davis dribbles right side, goes up, and rebounded by Anene after the miss. He'll lob it ahead to Owira. Can he take it up in transition? He misses that shot. Pena tips it up, and Eli Sims gets it. And that pass is down low at Finley's feet, but he's able to corral it. Sims with the bounce pass here, and one's got it. And hopefully we can get a name here soon. He drives to the basket. Owira with the tough defense forces him to pick up the dribble. And Davis drives right, looking Agbor, another 3. He'll pull up, and he is no good. It's Isaiah Fleming with the rebound. Fleming behind the back. He passes this one out to Owira. Owira's got it on the outside. Nice crossover, gets inside, and that shot is blocked, but a foul is called. 2 shots coming up for Levi Owira. That's Finley with another foul, 2nd of the game. A couple Cowboys are probably about to check in here on this free throw trip.
Yep, we're looking to send it up now. Trey Watson and Colin Griffith.
2 for Owira. Try to cut the deficit from 7 to 5. So we will see. Owira's first free throw is good. And here comes Griffith and Watson. So Watson in for Fleming, Griffith in for Oshinibo. Here we go.
Oh, Trey Watson. 1 shot I hear coming from the ref. Is that right?
Yep. 5 shooters on the court here, so anybody can knock it down as Owira knocks down both free throws, which is good free throw shooting there. Got to be able to get knocked down the easy ones. And here we go. Trey Davis, 2.5 minutes to play in the first half. Cowboys trail by 5. Davis takes a screen from Agbor, gets inside, goes up, and finishes the right-handed layup. Inside, Watson out to Anene. Anene kicks out. Watson fakes the 3. Dribbles inside. Watson with the foul. He'll go to the line for 2 shots.
Almost, you know, coming in from Trey Watson. Really close. So, looks like it is on number 1, Trey Davis. Okay, now I'm confused. So now I'm very confused.
Okay.
They just said number 2 is Trey Davis, and now they're saying number 1 is Trey Davis. I'm very confused.
Okay, so I guess number 1's Trey Davis, and then, okay, so then that means that number 10 is Jackson Thompson. Okay. Interesting. Or no, number 2 is Jackson Thompson. I think he said Jackson Thompson on that last basket. So, okay, announcer got us confused here. But we got number 2, Jackson Thompson, number 1, Trey Davis. Okay, so Jackson Thompson's been the one getting all the buckets this game.
Wow.
Watson at the line, second shot here. It is good. Cowboys trailing by 5. Free throw shooting's been a strength of the Cowboys today. They've been very efficient. And here comes Thompson. Now we know. Thompson taking it up. 2 minutes to play. Hornets up 5. And here's Thompson. Drive right on a Nene. Fader. Got it to go. Jackson Thompson scoring in a lot of different ways tonight. Here's Watson. Kick out to Owira. Levi Owira with the jab. Lost his dribble. Got to pass it. Goes to Spania. Now Griffith back over to Watson. Watson drives and threw it to nobody. That's going to be a backcourt violation.
That's a great thing you want to see here from this pass coordinate. We've seen it multiple times, Wire maybe dropped the ball or Wire passing the ball back, I mean, they're slipping a little bit.
O'Connor comes in the game for Watson. A minute and a half to go. Cowboys trailing by 7. They started to trade baskets here in this second half, but unfortunately, Cowboys are the team trailing by 7. So can't really afford to trade baskets. You got to get stops. Thompson proving to be a tough guard. Here's a 3-ball. And it's no good on the step back. Made a nice move. Owira gets the rebound. He'll push this one up in transition. Moving fast. Owira to the corner. O'Connor thought about the 3. Doesn't take it. A Nene. Euro inside. And he's short.
And no foul called.
So here we go. Sims taking it up. Bounce pass out of bounds. Finley missed the ball. Not a great pass.
Looks like the coach is raging right now. Timeout for the Greenhill.
1 minute to go in the first half. Here we go.
1 minute left. What a stretch. 1 minute left. Cowboys down at 23 with the Hornets at 30. Keeping out that 7-point gap. What do we say?
I mean, it's just they're not. I got to give credit to the Hornets. They're making tough shots. We've also allowed some easy ones. Jackson Thompson's proven to be a really, really tough guard right now. Again, he's a very confident player. He's knocking down 3s. Or he's taking 3s at least. He's very confident. He's really been good in the mid-range and inside game, though. He's getting into his spots and operating efficiently. And it's mostly been him. They haven't played number 5, Cameron Smith, who we thought was going to be a big impact at that 6'10 frame. He's barely played in this game after picking up the early 2 fouls and hasn't made much of an impact. So the Cowboys got to figure out a way to stop number 2, Thompson. I mean, he has been the main challenge for them today.
Yep. Absolutely. Not only with his name on the roster, but on the court.
On the court. So we'll see who the 5 that come out on the court here for this final minute.
We're looking at Isaiah Fleming, Sebastian Pena, David O'Connor, and Colin Griffith. And a 5th.
Jack Taylor.
Jack.
Good to see Jack Taylor get some minutes here. He got a lot of playing time during the Coppell Tip-Off Classic. Good to see him getting some minutes here.
It is Jack Taylor, so I apologize.
Jack.
It is not where O'Connor.
Yeah, O'Connor is not. Yeah, it's Fleming, Pena, Griffith, Taylor, Owira. Fleming to Owira. They're running a play for Taylor. He's a good shooter. 3-pointer from Taylor. It's good! Instant offense from number 5, Jack Taylor. Immediately subs in. They run a play for him. He goes off the screens and knocks down a huge 3 to cut the lead for the Hornets to 4.
Yep, absolutely. He's taking it just his first shot of the game today. Just a couple seconds in. We're looking at half a minute left with a 4-point gap because of that.
Aggressive defense from Fleming. Couldn't get the steal, though. Owira defending Finley with 20 seconds left. We'll see how the Hornets attack this possession. It looks like they're going to kill some time to go into halftime. Here we go. It is Thompson holding it out. 10 seconds to play. Thompson starting to go to work. Fleming with the defense. Thompson gets inside. A foul is called.
Yep. And just a reminder that there is no shot clock here at high school football. So they can theoretically hold it for the rest of this half, and it would have been fine with them. Maybe, but, they would have gotten that foul. They're getting 2 extra shots here. Or they could have let him go for the rebound. So
4 seconds to play. They dump it in. We got a foul.
On in Greenhill. Coppell. I'm not sure where he pointed.
He's saying 2. I think it's on Isaiah Fleming. Yeah, is it Fleming?
It is on Isaiah Fleming. Personal foul.
he'll sub out in this final 3.6 seconds for Malachi Jackson, and we'll see what they do on the inbound. Obviously, don't want to foul and get him in the bonus. Here we go. I think they're a couple fouls away from that anyway. Pena with the good inbound defense. They dump it inside, and Finley tried to flop there and draw that foul. Really tried to sell that contact.
Ooh.
Did not get the call, though.
Somebody put this guy in soccer. Maybe he'll get it.
2 seconds left. Pena inbound. It's stolen. Fade away at the buzzer, and it goes!
You don't see that here for the first half.
Davis.
Ooh.
Wow. That's such an unfortunate play. I know Coach Murphy's going to be fuming about that in the locker room. I mean, turning the ball over and getting up a buzzer beater like that is just awful, man. Just awful. Hate to see that. So we'll go to halftime. Cowboys trail 32-26 against the Greenhill Hornets in this semifinal matchup.
Absolutely. It looks like currently practicing here on the court is...
Assuming it's JP2 and St. Mark's.
I believe so. It is JP2. I can see it on their hoodies.
Where's St. Mark's at is my question.
They're
over there?
either not here yet or they're on the opposite side here of the stadium.
Yeah, we'll see. I want to see St. Mark's again. I'll be interested to see how that game goes or hear about that. We got Dawson Batty, the 5-star talent for St. Mark's, one of the top players in the country, not even the state, the country for his class. So, again, I think if the winner of this game, Greenhill and Coppell, if St. Mark's advances, that is going to be a really, really tough matchup for whoever wins this game.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So, anyways, we'll go to halftime break here. It's about 6:40 to go before the second half starts, and we'll be back.
Absolutely.
All right, almost time for the start of the second half. About 20 seconds to go. Cowboys trail by 6 at the half. Here we go.
My mic was down. Holy, and we are back. Welcome back. And just a reminder here, it's the Cowboys at 26 with the Hornets at 32. We saw some major people, Trey Davis, Mason Finley. We saw Danny Agbor. These people. So definitely key players that I'm assuming the Cowboys are now looking out for, and I think they can tighten it up here for this second half.
So here we go. Jackson Thompson with the basketball, and he kicks it out to Davis, who flares out. Pass to Finley, a little behind him, but he's able to make the catch. Thompson's got it. Faced up by Isaiah Fleming. No switch. Fleming stays on Thompson, and he does a good job there defensively. Finley drives. Long possession here from Greenhill to open up this half. We're already over 30 seconds. Finley able to navigate the pressure there and get it to Davis. Davis drives. Looking around. And again, this is very long possession here. Thompson looking. Spins on Fleming. We got a foul. It's a travel called on the Hornets. So after all of that, almost a minute long. And eventually,
looks like it is going to be on Jackson Thomas here. It's going to be inbounding, and the ball is with Trey Watson.
So Watson takes this one up the floor. Griffith sets him a screen. Watson takes it himself and finishes with the right hand on the reverse.
Trey Watson coming in here.
Nice shot there by him to attack the paint.
Great start for the Cowboys here in the second half. Already closing in that gap quicker than you expected to be now, it just being at 4. But I don't think the Hornets would ever back down from that.
No. Inside Agbor, and Sox goes over top of him. He gets called for the foul.
That man just jumped on his neck and tumbled him down.
So Cebu Sox with his third foul of the game, and it looks like he's going to be subbed out. So Sox, again, not getting as much playing time today because he's been in foul trouble most of the game. Pena will come in for Sox. And now here's Davis to inbound inside. It's Thompson. Or it's not Thompson. It is a travel on Cameron Smith. So they immediately tried to go to the height mismatch there with Cameron Smith, who's also been in foul trouble today. And he gets called for the travel. So here's Watson. Dumps it to Fleming. It's going to be knocked around. Watson dumps it inside to Griffith, who goes up strong and finishes.
Griffith continuing to shorten that gap here for the Cowboys, putting it at the Cowboys now up at 30 with the Hornets at 32. 6 minutes, 6-minute 10 left in this match.
Pass over to Agbor. He's been sharp today, but he misses that one, an air ball. Here comes Pena, pushing it in transition. Goes to Griffith, who goes inside, gets a bump, and another travel called. These officials have been very tight with the travels and the pivot foots today.
That is now 2 travels in what looks like 3 minutes.
Very short amount of time, yeah. So here we go, Davis and Thompson passing this one back and forth to get this across half court. They get it to him. Davis driving inside, gets inside the free throw line and knocks down the floater there. So here we go, Isaiah Fleming taking this one quickly up the floor. Fleming drives right, attacking inside, and he draws the foul. It'll be on the floor, though.
It looks like the Hornets are continuing to increase that gap, like you said. So it's definitely going to put up a pinch for the Cowboys here. And it looks like it is Cowboys on number 1, foul on Trey Davis. Second foul of the game. It looks like the ball is nowhere to be seen.
It's on the baseline with Watson, and he will inbound. And Watson throws it up into no man's land. Thompson gets it, taking it in transition. Euros on Pena and draws the foul. He'll have 2 shots coming up. So they had a lot of trouble inbounding that basketball there. Really, they did have a really hard time. And unfortunately, Watson just kind of put it out there and turns into a big steal. And 2 free throws coming up for Greenhill.
Yep, 2 free throws coming in. But that's definitely possibly better than getting in that free throw, because, you're taking these free throws. Even though it might not look like it now, free throws, you have some of the most immense pressure. There's people around waiting for you to make a mistake, and you just got to deal with that and take some of the easiest shots. But especially with all the pressure, even the easiest shots can be harder than half courts.
He makes the first one, though, and a Nene comes into the game. Second shot from Thompson is good. He goes 2 for 2 that trip. Hornets lead by 6, 5.5 to go, and here we go. Fleming takes this one up the floor. Left side, Fleming, mid-range jump shot. That one dies in the air. May have been blocked. And here comes the Hornets inside to the corner. Davis back to Thompson. Thompson, opposite corner. They're swinging it around. Finley, 3. Bang! Finley, 9-point lead now. That's a huge shot.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Putting that stinger back through. And, they're just going through. Isaiah Fleming putting that around. But that stinger's just kind of keeping going. And they've just increased the gap to 9 points. Like, how much?
Finley couldn't go 2 for 2. He misses that one. Fleming, bounce pass ahead to Malachi Jackson. He had a clear path, and then he had someone meet him at the rim. Nice hustle from Pena to get the rebound, and Nene able to finish with the left hand.
And Nene stopping that gap from reaching the double digits. And that's just great defense turnover you can see from dual athlete Jacob Nene.
Great job by Sebastian Pena as well with the hustle to get the steal. Love to see that type of hustle Pena brings. Here's Thompson. Jackson Thompson. He's been the main scorer tonight. Smith trying to set a screen. Davis gets the basketball. They dump it inside. Smith on Griffith. Height advantage, and he's not able to hit that shot, but Finley gets the rebound and finishes. So Finley with a strong start to the second half for Greenhill. And now Griffith inside's got positioning, and he couldn't finish the end one. He'll go to the line for 2 shots, though.
Yep, well, looks like a foul here. But let's recap this. We see Trey Davis absolutely lighting it up alongside Mason Finley and Jackson Thompson. These two, Trey Davis and Mason Finley being guards, this third-point guard. And the whole room is silent. Oh, what happened?
Knocks down the first one.
And, we see these guards coming in here, and they're like, all right, they're putting it up. They're putting up their job. We're looking at these 3 make up about 80% of the points that have been scored here, and Danny Agbor.
Yeah, he's hit like 3 threes, too, yeah.
Multiple threes, We haven't seen anything here recently. I'm not sure if they're here today, but Declan Kirk not being here. Emerson Sebold, Sam Schultz. Sam Schultz is here. We see multiple people. If these people do get tired out, can these people that have not been reliable, or can these people on the bench be reliable enough to fill in for them when they're needed?
Right now it's not an issue. Thompson gets another bucket. I mean, yeah, you're definitely right as O'Connor drives baseline, kicks out to Griffith. He gets inside, and O'Connor gets it out to Taylor. 3 new guards checked in for the Cowboys at that last free throw trip. Nice pass from Watson, and O'Connor with a great finish. Ooh. Beautiful. But yeah, to your point, I mean, yeah, just like Memorial, who we saw the Cowboys play on Tuesday. Very short, thin rotation. They're playing most of the guys the whole game. But guys like Thompson, Finley, and Davis are clearly up for the task to play the whole game. It would be interesting if they did have to go to that depth, but I don't know if conditioning is going to be the issue. It would be foul trouble probably because they've looked good. As here's Thompson, dumps it inside. Griffith, good ball denial there, knocking it away from Cameron Smith, who they tried to dump it down to.
Great tension there, seeing right through and, just swatting it down to the floor. But could that have possibly been non-beneficiary? We're not sure.
Davis will pass this one in. Thompson to the corner. Finley driving baseline. Pass is deflected. Watson couldn't get it. And now one-on-one inside. Pass to the corner. Another 3. Thompson, no good. Loose ball. Rebounded by Cameron Smith, who puts it back up and in.
Yeah, you got a guy who's 6'10", sitting in the paint just waiting for that rebound. You can probably kiss your chance of grabbing that ball goodbye.
Taylor gets inside. Misses the layup. And here they come the other way. It is Davis. Davis gets inside and out to the corner. Finley, another 3. Got it to go.
And it does look like the Hornets have now increased their gap to the double digits. And it's a timeout here for the Cowboys.
They've played a really, really good second half. They haven't really allowed the Cowboys to get that much closer because of their offense. I mean, Thompson is a bucket. Finley has really come on in the second half. I think he's got 8 points. He's been a key part of this roster. Cameron Smith being able to play minutes in the second half. He's now not in foul trouble anymore, and he's able to play more minutes, which is making the Cowboys have a big body in the paint that the Hornets can use on defense.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And then, of course, that offensive rebound, that's 2 points right there on that putback. So, yeah, I mean, it's been a good day for Greenhill. They've been really efficient offensively. No changes to their lineup. Agbor in the game with Smith, Thompson, Davis. Yeah, Smith, Thompson, Davis, and Finley. Here we go. Cowboys inbound. It is Watson to take this one up the floor. Back in to facilitate. They're running a play here for Taylor. He gets the ball. Taylor handoff to Watson. Watson dribbles it around over to Crawford O'Connor. Crawford O'Connor looking for Taylor on the slip. He gets it. Taylor to O'Connor driving. Pass deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with the Cowboys. Carter Zingelman into the game here, so we'll see if his presence can make something happen here in the paint, the athletic big. As Watson to inbound here, and once again, Cowboys having trouble getting it in. Watson gets it, though, finally into Taylor. Taylor's pass is stolen. Thompson in transition slams it home with the 2 hands.
Thompson, you know, we've obviously seen him slamming and stealing a couple times. I believe that's the second time now. And, you know, we see Carter Zingerman here. He's going out the sides. Can his football abilities from being that quarterback, how much can it translate over to basketball? If it can.
Watson loses the handle here. Pass over to Sox, who's back in the game. Sox driving, need a bucket. Sox, turnaround jumper, short, and rebounded by Smith. In transition goes Trey Davis. Davis to the corner. Thompson, 3. Good!
That is multiple on multiple here for Jackson Thompson. I mean, it can't really get better than that.
Cowboys now trail by 17 with under a minute to play in the third. Watson is fouled by Thompson, but it has been a very strong third quarter for the Greenhill Hornets, who, again, extended this lead all the way up to 17. Cowboys just don't seem to have much of an answer defensively for this team. I mean, you got 5 guys out there. A lot of them can shoot. Also, very athletic team. As Fleming checks into the game. Watson dribbling it here.
Absolutely.
Pass over to Fleming. Fleming jabs, dumps it inside. Zingelman goes up. He is blocked by Smith, who I don't even know if he had to jump for that one. Davis has it right here. Offense is being slowed down. 35 seconds to go in the third.
Yeah, you know, we're constantly not seeing if you're in the main thing, but we're constantly seeing, you know, a little bit of collisions and small collisions between Cameron Smith and Carl Zingelman here. Maybe it's not that making a big of a difference now, but it could highly possibly make a difference here.
20 seconds now, down to 17. Thompson holding it out, working on Fleming. He gets inside. He kicks it out. It's deflected. Nice deflection there by the Cowboys. And so now the Hornets will have it with 10.8 seconds left, and they will inbound from the sideline.
You know, coming in from the sideline, starting out, you know, right on their home turf here in the court. That's great. Oh.
Smith goes up, finishes with the left hand. 5 seconds left. Watson, 3-pointer to beat the buzzer. No good.
Slow coast
third quarter.
Absolutely. Slow coast coming in here from the third quarter. You know, Drew Watson trying to make that shot in between, but it doesn't look like it could go through. You know, he's like Cameron Smith sits in the paint and is able to consistently get it through the paint. He's able to consistently make those shots coming up. He can use his height to his advantage, although we did talk about those disadvantages that you can have with being really big. He can take those disadvantages and he can twist them into advantages. He can't move around so fast. He can sit in the paint until he doesn't need to anymore, until he can get that layup. And I think that's a great thing. But how can Coppell take that and say, all right, here's what we need to do to defend this? It's been 3 quarters so far, and I think they're still trying to think, like, what can we do to break this? You know, with the Hornets at a 19-point lead coming into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's 55-36, and it's a big deficit to overcome. Greenhill's shown no signs of slowing down. Their offense is flowing well. Again, they've got a lot of guys who can handle the basketball, and most importantly for them, a lot of shooters to go alongside Smith inside the paint. I mean, they've been able to – I mean, Thompson's been able to get his way today and get to his spots, and then when he's not shooting, he's able to dish it to open teammates like Agbo or Davis. So
it looks like behind us is JP2, if you can't see, walking down on behind Evan here.
The upcoming matchup, JP2 versus St. Mark's. Winner goes to the championship to face the winner of Greenhill versus Coppell. Final quarter.
And it looks like right now it's tipping in the Hornets' favor.
100%. It will be Cowboys ball coming in. Fleming, Watson, Griffith, Sox, and O'Connor are the 5 out there for the Cowboys to start this fourth quarter. So here we go. Fleming to inbound to Watson, and here we go. 8 minutes for a trip to the championship game. Fleming, and we got a whistle. It's going to be on Greenhill, so the ball will be inbounded from the Cowboys on the baseline.
2.
Yeah, Thompson with that foul.
Thomas. Looks like for a holding. I'm not sure. Sorry about that, folks.
What's the call again? Okay.
It looks like the Hornets coach is baffled by this call.
Watson tried to get it in. Thompson knocks out of bounds. 7:51 to go, 55-36.
Hornets coach, once again, coming on the court a little aggravated. You know, move around the hands. Here's what you got to do. I have to just throw this straight out.
Watson gets into Fleming. That pass inside, though, is deflected and stolen. Thompson the other way with the spin and the finish.
What a finish here from Jackson Thomas. He's got his eyes locked on the ball, and he's like, I got this. And he's able to get it straight through.
And one tip in there from Colin Griffith. So that's a great play right there, as he was able to tip this ball in on the backside. And now he'll have a chance to cut the deficit. 57-38 the score. But again, Thompson has been the main man tonight with the ball in his hands. Griffith short on that free throw. And it'll be Davis right here taking this one up the floor. Cross to the left, cross to the right. Davis gets inside. Euro. And a travel.
Sorry about the travel here. Coming in for Jackson Thompson, I believe. No, sorry, Trey Davis. Mixing it up now. You know, we're starting to see a little bit of slippage. A little.
Watson gets inside, up with the right, no good, and it's going to be I believe it's a goaltending call there on the Hornets, which will be 2 points for the Cowboys, 2 points for Trey Watson. And Greenhill will take a timeout here as they still lead by 17 points.
Yeah, you know, I'm starting to slip here. You know, can the Cowboys come back from this? Can they not? We see the Hornets slipping up. 2 fouls in just a couple seconds. You know, how can they take that? Or how can the Cowboys force more fouls onto the Hornets? How can that benefit them? You know, we see the Cowboys here. Isaiah Fleming, he's trying to get the ball. You know, he's trying to work hard, but he's making these small mistakes. He's accidentally getting that ball. Jackson Thomas is getting a hold of that ball when it gets to Isaiah Fleming, and they're taking that to a disadvantage. So how can they turn that into to Thompson's instinct to try and grab the ball when something's getting? How can they take that and make it into, all right, now he has the ball, he stepped out of bounds, so we can get another try at this area to try and score it from here.
Here we go. Cowboys have, I think that's the same 5 out there, and they'll press up here. Double teaming Thompson, bracketing him into Agbor. And Agbor gets it to Davis. Again, they got to deny the ball from Jackson Thompson. Cowboys pressing. Davis gets it across half court. And here's Davis. Watson not able to stop him there to the corner. Agbor, 3. That one's no good. No one gets the rebound. Another missed shot, and the ball is loose, and Fleming gets it, but he passes it to nobody.
Looks like O'Connor was not ready for the pass there.
Wasn't even looking. So that is going to be another Cowboy turnover. They inbound here to Thompson. And Thompson has it here at half court. Drive right, Fleming there. Thompson left, kick to the corner. Davis, three. That one's no good. Tipped up there by Smith, rebounded by Finley, and he floats that in. Again, when you get so many opportunities, eventually they're going to score. As Sox gets the ball poked away, Thompson takes this one up ahead. Finley to the lane, and one finish.
Isaiah Fleming slamming that man to the ground. Looks like it's a foul on him, and the Hornets have just increased that to the 20s. That gap.
Rough couple possessions here for Fleming, and the Hornets with a 21-point lead. It is going to be a very tough hill to climb for the Cowboys if they want to come back and win this one.
I'm starting to slip and see if this comeback is even possible.
It would take an incredible run, that's for sure. Big substitution here, though. Looks like you got 4 guys about to sub in during this free throw trip.
And it looks like
here we go. It's Anene, Pena, Jackson,
and Owyra coming in here, keeping Colin Griffith up here on the court.
So here we go. Davis, or is this Finley at the line? Finley looking to finish the and one strong. And he will. What a second half for Finley. Double-digit points. He's been clutch. He's been consistent. Here's Owyra taking this one up the floor. Anene's got it. Griffith trying to get inside. He gets in. Open shot. Puts it in.
Colin Griffith, you know, trying to look at those nitpicking at the gap here. So it's good to see it coming in, but is not enough? Those slow picks, do they have enough time? With just 6 minutes left, can they get that through?
Davis working on Owyra here. He's driving, and we got a timeout from Greenhill. 20-point lead for them, 5:46 to go. See if the Cowboys can continue to cut the lead down, or if this game will just stay where it's at, and Greenhill will advance to the championship.
Looks like the Greenville coach is a little frustrated just a bit with even though they are like, what, 20 points up, how are they slipping just a bit? You know, we saw a travel call. We saw a couple fouls on them. You know, even though they put up a bit, they've been showing a little bit of slipping. And it looks like Colin Griffith is able to see that and nitpick at those small imperfections and get those and score up.
Let's see, 5:46 left. They got to they just got to kind of chip away at this lead, see what they can do. But Greenhill came in this game 9-5, and clearly a lot better. You know, 9-5 is a pretty solid record, but clearly a lot better than their record. You know, they've been very, very good. I mean, we've seen a lot of guys on that team are athletic. A lot of guys on that team are capable of scoring the basketball, shooting well. And, again, we've seen Jackson Thompson. The guy's been a beast. But I think Finley's been the MVP of this second half. He has been so efficient.
Absolutely. You know, we see Coppell is coming in here with a 12-5 record with Greenhill just 3 less wins.
Now, they don't have Greenhill's tournament record, so that could possibly be if Greenhill's won multiple games this tournament. So, honestly, the records are pretty similar, but today it's been all Greenhill. They've been a superior basketball team all day today.
Can we see, will they reduce Coppell's win percentage down to 66%?
Easy shot for Smith right there inside.
Absolutely.
Griffith attacking, and he's not able to finish, trying to get his own miss. It's rebounded by the Hornets, and here they go. Thompson taking this one up the floor. And he'll dribble to the left, kick to the corner. Agbor, another 3. That one sinks. And it is now 67-42. Man, it is brutal.
I'm sorry, it's what to 42?
67-42. Malachi Jackson's pass is stolen. And Thompson, two-hand flush.
Third dunk of the day. Hornets now at 69. Cowboys at 42. Sorry.
Griffith goes up, and he's fouled. But it is officially blowout territory here in Coppell as the Cowboys trail by 27. Just really impressive job here by the Hornets today. They've come in this semifinal game, and they've taken care of business from the tip-off. Griffith will go to the line for 2 shots here, though.
27.
That's a lot. Gosh. Griffith drops it down to 26.
You know, I think after this, a long tournament day, is it maybe because they're slipping? Maybe. Has Greenhill played today? It looks like I don't think they. I mean, I'm not sure if they have played today. I believe they should have played today multiple times, but maybe have they played less than Coppell? Have they played more? Maybe they're not as washed they are at Coppell. Maybe the people who are on the bench right now are the ones who are tired out from those first couple games, and they're putting in, all right, here's people who haven't played as much. Here's an opponent that is moderately well, you know, against that win, like you said, before Birdville, a big achievement. Maybe we'll put in these people because these people are you know, people still are maybe either part of our starting 5 or good enough that are like, hey, like these guys got this. And so maybe that's it.
Thompson with the finish. And O'Weira takes this one up. And Nene driving inside. No good. Yorna Handum checks in the game here for the Cowboys. So one of their younger players.
Yorna Handum, I believe, is now a junior.
Yeah. Here we go. Finley's got it. And they pass it out to Thompson. I think Thompson is just a regular starter and a guy who definitely starts every single game. As here's Thompson driving inside, kicking. There's no way that guy doesn't start. Finley with the air ball there. Uncharacteristic from him with the game that he's had. Pena up ahead to Colin Griffith. Griffith pull-up shot here. Knocks it down. That's a 3-ball.
Knocks it out. Colin Griffith reducing that gap again from what it was before. Now at 24. Before, I believe it was at 27. Now it's at 24.
So here we go. Thompson gets through to the corner. 3-ball. Agbor sinks it right back. Every time it seems like the Cowboys are starting to gain a little momentum, and just all game. Here's Pena. Didn't pull up. It seems like every time Greenhill's had an answer. Here's Pena. Knocks it down from the corner. Yeah, it just seems like they haven't had an answer for the Hornets offense today, and that's why they've been able to respond easily. As here's Davis out to Smith, and here is Thompson out to Davis, and I think we have a timeout here.
Timeout here for Greenhill. 24 points. 24 points lead for the Hornets here.
It's been a tough day for the Cowboys. 3:15 to go. But yeah, it's been tough. They've emptied out. I think they've used pretty much everybody on their bench today besides only a couple guys, and they've used a lot of their depth today. But it's been a rough one. They haven't played their best ball. Greenhill's also played very well. So
absolutely coming in here. You know, Greenville, maybe they're slipping a little bit, not as much as they have. But like I did say before, I think that we see people on the bench here from both sides. You know, we see Carter Zingelman here. Maybe he hasn't done as much as people had anticipated him to be. You know, especially being a reclass sophomore for the class of 28 with both sports. Maybe he is here, but maybe he might be greater in football than he is here. But I think that even though he is there, that tall aspect, you know, coming from Colin Griffith as well, who's played basketball as well, and Smith, how can he make an effort? You know, how can we see these other players here keep on effort? And it does look like Thompson holding the ball for a little bit.
Draws the foul there. Yeah, he held the ball for a while there. Was just kind of toying with Handum, just cross back and forth, and eventually got past him, made his move, got to the rim, fouled 2 shots. I mean, Thompson's been able to win pretty much any matchup. There's been some tough defense on him, but he's been just really efficient today. And again, he's getting to his spots so easily.
Twice for him at the line.
First one's good.
Looks like they will close in a 25 gap. Can they get it?
So Carter checks in for Yorna Handum here. So, yeah, Greenhill looks like they will be advancing to the championship here, the Coppell Winter Classic, and they'll face the winner of JP2 versus St. Mark's. That'll be a fun game coming up as Thompson knocks down that second free throw.
Yeah, you know, I mean, it's definitely a little disappointing to see here in your home at the home court losing this bad. But hey, we've seen from Greenhill before. Greenhill is a great team, and we can't deny that. But it doesn't mean Coppell isn't any greater.
So here we go, jump ball after ball got taken away. And the possession arrow will go to Greenhill, yeah.
Greenhill with the ball.
So here we go. Davis has this one inbounding. It's pretty much all but sealed up here for the Hornets. They're going to inbound this one across half court. Finley lost it there for a second, got it back. Here's Finley again, 2.5 to go. And Finley dribbles left. Spins, and a foul is going to be called here.
Yep, it looks like it is a foul here on Coppell. Number 5, Jack Taylor. First personal foul of the match, and it looks like it's going to be an inbound for Trey Davis.
Yeah. Smith here, going up inside, and he finishes.
Great finish there from Smith, increasing that gap, possibly up to 30, but all hope is not lost, and it's never lost.
Handum has it, and he'll drive inside, put up a floater, and he gets it to fall. Nice shot there from Yorna Handum with a good shot right there. But with 2 minutes to play, Cowboys just got to try to finish this one strong, I guess. As here we go. O'Connor nearly pickpocketed that one. And we got a
foul on Greenhill, possibly, I believe.
Yep, foul on Greenhill. 1:51 to go.
Yep. Although all the Cowboys can do is hope. Hope is not a strategy.
So O'Connor will be the one running the offense here, which is good for the future of the program, getting guys like him some valuable reps. He goes to Handum in the corner. Handum drives inside. Reverse layup, no good. Taylor getting the offensive board. Handum lost it, gets it back, goes to O'Connor. O'Connor swings it. Taylor, open three. No good from Taylor, but Okai Oshinibo with the rebound. Oshinibo spin, left-handed hook, no good. Ball deflected and loose. Taylor going for it, and a foul is called.
And I do believe that foul is going to go to Greenhill.
So Cowboys will inbound down to 1:21.
That gap now putting up at 26.
So Taylor's going to get 2 shots because the Cowboys are in the bonus. See if Jack can knock these down, give himself a couple extra points on the day. His first free throw is no good off the back rim.
Second one for Jack Taylor here. It does look like we have Carter Zingham and Oshinibo here for the rebound.
Knocks down the second free throw, 53-78, 1:20 to go. And their buzzer went off there for whatever reason. I don't know why.
Was there a timeout? It doesn't look like it. What is with the buzzer?
So here we go. Agbor inbounds inside, and Zingelman deflected it. Stays with Greenhill, though. O'Connor dumping it down to Zingelman, trying to go up strong, and he's fouled going up there.
Foul going up there, ball just shot across the court.
See how Carter does at the free throw line here. 2 shots. First one no good off the back rim.
Second one here for Carter Zingelman. Slightly behind the line.
He knocks down that free throw. So we'll see. Cowboys are going to press up here with 1:13 to go. Agbor, the inbounder. And he'll get it into Thompson, who gets it up ahead. Over to the corner. Sims Greenhill going with the bench, and unfortunately it's going to be a travel there.
Looks like it is a travel for Greenhill. It's going to be Cowboys basketball from here.
O'Connor taking this one up the floor. About a minute left in this game. Zingelman up top. Holds it, and now he's going to go in attack mode. Kick it out to Taylor, who drives inside with the left. Taylor to O'Connor. O'Connor looking around with the ball. He'll drive right side, spin inside. Crawford O'Connor, no good. Zingelman crashes for the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Cowboys getting up to 56, Hornets 78, a 22 lead. Shorter than it was before, so they're pickpocketing, but 30 seconds left. And by the looks of it, it does see that the Greenville Hornets are going to make it to the final championship game for this Coppell Winter Classic.
Yep, they played well today. They earned it. I mean, they've done really well. Offensively, they were tough to stop. As here's Thompson, player of the game in my book, as he goes up and one to cap off a spectacular game for Jackson Thompson.
With multiple defenders on him, he's still able to get that through. He is probably undeniably great choice for the coaches here, and he's taking more shots. He's definitely the coach's guy, you know, saying, hey, we're not great. Put Thompson in. He'll fix it for us.
Finishes off the N1, and this might be the final possession of the game. Cowboys are going to push it up, though. O'Connor to Okai Oshinibo in the corner. Three-point shot. It is no good. Okai, not a guy who typically shoots from outside the arc, and that ball will go out of bounds. Greenhill will get it, and we'll see if that is the ball game. Again, Cowboys are pressing up. They're going to try and get another possession. 81-56, Hornets lead, and they are going to inbound it here to Thompson. Thompson takes it out, and that will do it. They'll just run the clock out here these final few seconds. And Greenhill will advance to the finals and play the winner of JP2 and St. Mark's. So a strong tournament performance from the Cowboys that ends with a tough loss here to Greenhill. But that'll do it for the broadcast here. Mahir and I are going to head home for the weekend as the Cowboys fall. So, you know, we'll see the Cowboys. They got some games, important games coming up. Again, they start district play next Friday against Little Elm. That's a huge game. Little Elm, I've heard, is one of the top teams in the district. So we'll be back soon, but a tough loss today to end off what was overall a pretty successful tournament for this team. They learned a lot about themselves, and they're, you know what, this is a good game you can learn from going into district play, because those are the games that truly matter at the end of the day. So
absolutely, you know, Cowboys starting up their game against Little Elm next week, and with these rosters and with these lineups and records that we're seeing, it does look like it does look like Little Elm's varsity boys basketball team here.
13-1.
13-1.
Very good team.
Ooh.
And if you scroll up here, they're also ranked as the #2 team in the state of Texas. So definitely one of the, or probably for the 6A division. So yeah,
6A division #2, and that's definitely a big step. Big step here from their football team. 0-8 in the district.
Yep.
But hey, they can make it up with these hoops.
Yep.
And it looks like they can pull through.
Yeah,
but I definitely think that the Cowboys can definitely push through the season. You know, Coach Murphy will whip them back up and to see if they can prepare here for Little Elm, knowing that they have won 13 out of their 14 games played.
Yeah.
And Little Elm's only lost one game, mind you. And that of which being against, sorry, let me pull this up here. It's not pulling.
It's all right. Yeah, the Cowboys have played some good competition in this tournament to prepare for that game, so they'll be ready to go. Yeah, they lost to DeSoto, so yeah.
DeSoto being their only loss with every other win being, again, they won against, we're looking at common wins here. We see they won against Greenhill 66-79, winning against Greenhill. So this will definitely be an interesting matchup here next Friday, which is actually off for our Coppell students.
Yep. So that'll do it for the broadcast tonight. Hope you guys all have a good night, and we'll see you guys next time. Go Cowboys.
See you. Go Cowboys.